Hi, this is Kyle Abraham, Artistic Director of Abraham in Motion, and you are watching AURN.com.
American Urban Radio Networks.
Hey, this is Allegra Johnson with AURN.com, and I'm here with the wonderful, fabulous, talented Mr. Kyle Abraham of Abraham in Motion. And today we're going to talk a little bit about you, of course, and also about Black dance. You know, I'm so excited to have you here with us today. So I'm just going to get started. Just tell me, how did you get started in dance?
I first got started seeing a show put on by the Pittsburgh Dance Council and the Cultural Trust. Joffrey Ballet presented Billboards, which was an evening-length show inspired by the music of Prince. So it was all Prince's music, and I only went because I'm a Prince fan. I didn't know anything about dance. I probably heard the term ballet before, but that's as far as that went.
How old were you?
16.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was my junior year of high school when I saw the show, and my friends were like, since you love this so much, why don't you, come watch me take class? So I went, watched them take class. They got me to audition for the High School Musical. I had long hair at the time. Yeah, I think when I was in high school, I had long hair. So they got me to do Once on This Island, Caribbean-based musical. And from there, the teachers said, you can really do something with this. So then it got me to stay on and continue making a career in dance.
That is amazing. I have a 6-year-old who has been in ballet since she was 3, and everyone that I know, they always say start them early in dance and ballet, but you are kind of a late bloomer, and to be as awesome as you are, let's just talk a little bit about, is it taboo to have men of color in dance?
I don't know. It's an interesting conversation because when I look at my first year dancing and having such a wonderful kind of exposure to dance, companies came in like Bill T. Jones Arnie Zane Dance Company, Philadenko,
yes.
Donald Byrd. That's all my first year dancing, and this was beyond the month of February. So it's really special to think about because I didn't really know other dance companies. These are the only companies I was exposed to. And then we'd watch PBS specials on artists like Ulysses Dove, who's also a man of color. So for me, it wasn't a question. There was actually only 3 men in the dance program at that time, and all 3 of them were Black. Yeah. So it was never anything that came up for me as a question. And I think as I continue in my career, I see kind of how we can be pigeonholed as Black male dancers, especially kind of in your training. I think people always make certain assumptions about the type of dancer that you are or that you're going to become. And that, I think, is really a disservice to a dancer's creativity and imagination. And
as you mentioned, it is Black History Month.
Yeah.
And let's talk about some of those pioneers of dance. You mentioned Alvin Ailey, Bill T. Jones. How have they shaped you as a dancer and also your dance company?
I think for me, when I think about Bill T. Jones, Arnie Zane Dance Company, I think about Bill T. And his influence on me in high school, really. It's still that first year of me dancing. 1994, 1995, that's when the company presented Still Here, which still today is one of the best dances I've ever seen. And it just really kind of opened my eyes to how well-rounded we can be as artists and how eloquent he was and just exuded so much confidence. And I wanted to be that. I wanted to be around that, see this powerful, creative Black man. I just admired that so much. And then when you look at an artist like Alvin Ailey and the Ailey Institution, you think about all the wonderful opportunities they give to dancers in general, but how many doors have been opened as a result of him and his work. If you have a chance to read any of the biographies on him and his work, you know about his travels to Russia and to Australia and kind of really being a pioneer for getting a Black story and kind of Black history to the masses. And in the mission statement, they're talking about making work and showing our community on stage.
Right, definitely. And that's a good transition because let's talk a little bit about your dance company. And really, as far as your dance company and what it represents, what do you want that young boy of color now that's in a dance class to say about your dance company when he's on the other side of the mic talking about himself or as a dancer? What do you want other people to get from your company?
I think for me it's about conversation a lot of the time, more even than movement. There is text in the work, but I'm making work really about my perspective and my experience growing up. And so hopefully as artists and aspiring artists, people are really thinking about who they are and how they can kind of introduce themselves, because there's always going to be someone new, hopefully, who wants to shake your hand. So hopefully that's what I'm doing as an artist, and hopefully these young folks can take that on as well.
Cool, definitely. Well, thank you so very much for taking time to speak with me. I really, really appreciate it. You are fabulous. And just where can folks reach you? Your Twitter, your Facebook?
Sure, all those things. Abraham in Motion is our Twitter and Facebook, and we have our website is abrahaminmotion.org or .com.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
American Urban Radio Networks is Urban America's radio leader.